Hi, it's Michael Farr from Farr, Miller and Washington. I'd like to talk just a moment this morning about markets and market psychology and investing. Study all the fundamentals that you want. Do in-depth and intense research, and I do recommend that you do. And at least half the decision to buy or sell will be emotional, will be judgment, will be a sort of seat of the pants. How do you feel? When markets are going up, confidence builds. Higher prices make us feel better, are self-rewarding, and validate our previous decisions. We made a decision, it goes up, therefore the decision was right. Not necessarily, it might have been going up anyway. Market psychology will cost investors more money than anything else. Emotion is the greatest foe of the long-term investor, and it doesn't matter whether the emotion is fear or ebullience. It is expensive because it takes you away from the facts and the data. I wrote a book a couple of years ago. If you haven't heard me plug it in a while, I'm happy to do it now, and we still have copies available if you'd like one, called The Arrogance Cycle. Think you can't lose? Think again. I think people are starting to move into this phase of a market cycle of arrogance, thinking they can't lose. I wrote, like porn, arrogance may cause embarrassment. We all recognize arrogance when we see it. Arrogance was epitomized by that know-it-all in your class, who was always waving his or her hand at the teacher, who was with or without the right answer. Arrogance was the supremely confident athlete of modest ability who sneered at lesser players and wouldn't let them on his or her team. You met arrogance in the boss who ordered you to carry out meaningless tasks without even considering the possibility that there might be another, better way of getting things done. Arrogance is the political guru, your brother-in-law, your office mate, your neighbor, who won't shut up, who knows what's right for the state, for the country, maybe even the universe, but certainly for you. Arrogance, in many ways, is confidence without the support, form without the substance. Markets have been up a lot for the past couple of years, and the one thing we want to make sure of for all investors and certainly for our clients at Farr, Miller and Washington is that there is real substance behind the form. Make sure that the companies you own have strong balance sheets, that they're earning money on the top line, not just by borrowing cheap money and doing stock buybacks, but they're actually selling more hamburgers out in the marketplace, that they're actually opening more stores, and that they have more customers. You don't magically create profits. There's income, there's cost, and then you have profits. Make sure that your profits are real. Make sure that your profits are growing. Make sure that there's cash flow and there's not too much debt, because when markets go down, good companies endure. And as Warren Buffett says, when the tide goes out, you get to see who's been swimming naked. Don't be caught swimming naked. When the music stops, don't be caught without a chair. It's our job at Farr, Miller and Washington to make sure that our clients have a chair whenever the music stops. So be defensive, be careful, and ask yourself, are you feeling a little overconfident? Are you feeling a little arrogant? If you are, and if you can recognize it, good for you. Pat yourself on the back right now for a little self-check, check-up from the neck up, and take a look at your valuations, and make sure there's merit to your portfolio. If you need a little help, give us a call at Farr, Miller in Washington. In Washington, D.C., I'm Michael Farr.